Welcome back to the second part of the really inspiring discussion with Mrs. Kiereini this evening. Stay tuned, and I hope you just enjoyed as much as I've enjoyed talking to her. Well, you know, it's wonderful that you've taken it on as your cause and your passion, but that's not the only thing you do. I mean, you do just, you know, you do some amazing things. I know the whole area around maternal health is an area that you and I just share, and I'm very sort of deeply committed to that because, you know, I went through a whole situation with my own daughter who was born very, very early. And so the whole area around premature births and maternal health is very dear to me, and I know it is to you.
Very, very dear to me. And I was very saddened when the year 83, 84, the United Nations declared, you know, safe motherhood.
Yes.
And some countries took it very, very seriously. In Kenya, we didn't.
No.
We really didn't. And that is the opportunity we should have taken. Get programs going for women, and not just grown-up women, because I think we should start from the young, the young girls. We can devise or make our curriculum in the sense that from even standard 2, a girl is able to understand herself, and as she grows up, she knows what is going on in
and
her
she can
own
take
body.
charge of her own
She
body.
can yes, exactly. So because we didn't take safe motherhood very seriously as a government, as a nation, you know, other countries did, and you find
we'd have been much further ahead if we had, right?
A lot. And you know, again, without becoming emotional, and I think I have to talk to you about this. Unfortunately, health problems, which concern women, are taken so lightly that, you know, it's all right.
But you think that's because policy has been driven by men?
I think so.
Yeah, and not enough. There are not enough women at the table.
Exactly,
making, you know,
to make those decisions. But I also think that our women, when because there are some very powerful women now in Parliament.
Absolutely, of course there are.
Cabinet secretaries. Those are the people when they are sitting in decision-making positions and committees. They should make a difference. They should.
It should be their legacy, right? It should be their legacy.
Cabinet Minister
Cecily Kariuki
will see this and be challenged.
We'll definitely make sure that she sees it. But I have a lot of faith in her vision. You know, I think she really deserves a lot of support to try and, you know, make it happen.
Yes.
Because I think you've been one of those people that's not only been able to win when you've been leading, but you've also helped other women win, and I think that's the wonderful thing.
Yes.
And I think, you know, as women, we just need to support each other and, you know, help each other to get to the next level. So I really hope that we can all come together and help Cecily to deliver on her incredible, you know, mandate and responsibility that she has. But Auntie Eunice, you know, you have had so much success in your life. You've also had a great amount of personal tragedy. And you still are able to, like, be so dignified and just to carry yourself with so much grace, and you're so gracious about everything, even at times when it must have been just heartbreaking. And I've shared some of those very difficult moments with you. You must have some incredible faith that takes you, that allows you to get up and say, you know what, today's another day.
I do, Gina. And I believe that when God made one, He did it for a purpose. And until you have fulfilled that purpose, He's not going to call you. So that's why I feel I'm here to do God's work by serving other people. I'm here to carry on what must be done, and I will not shun my responsibility. Fortunately, talking about being strong, you are the people who make me strong. You call me and just a word or even just write an SMS. And you know, that makes one feel I'm not alone.
Oh yeah,
I
you
have
definitely.
somebody who, but God, if you believe in God and you know that all things which He does, either by taking your children or taking your husband, must be a reason, and there is nobody who can go and find out what that reason is. I suppose one day it will be revealed to us. So you people, you are supporting me. You people, you are making me move and feel good. So I think that's what.
Well, you know what? I think you've also been sort of very big shoulders for us to stand on as we've been on our own journeys. And I so appreciate that. I love you so much. I think you're just an incredible, incredible woman. The last thing that I just want us to touch on very briefly is the whole area of women in the medical field and the young women. And sometimes I travel, around the world, and I always see Kenyan nurses abroad. Why aren't we able to keep the women that go into sort of the medical field? Why are they not staying here? What is it? What do we need to do to keep this the brains that we've developed or that have been developed, Kenyan brains?
I think one of the main reasons, this is just my own thinking, is that when these girls go and choose their careers, they are not properly advised. And one finds oneself doing something which perhaps she did not want to do, but she has gone into it and so far. And you know our culture, once you have started something and then you say, I'm not sure that, you
carry on doing it.
Yes,
right?
because you'll be called a failure. So I think, and we used to do that, to counsel, to go to schools and talk to young girls who want to go to nursing or to go to medicine and tell them what it involves, what line.
It's more a calling, right?
Yes.
Rather than it's a calling.
It is a calling. It is a calling. So when they go, then they train and they finish. They don't have that calling
Passion.
to go on, so they look for something else. Or, can you imagine a whole doctor going now and starting a shop?
Well, actually, it's really interesting that you should say that, because as you know, my husband's a pilot and he's an instructor. And he has a couple of people that he has, been instructing that were doctors and who just decided they don't want to be doctors anymore, they want to be pilots. So you just wonder, how many years they spent training to be a doctor,
Exactly.
and then realizing that that's actually not what they wanted to do.
They went to the wrong career, or they went to the wrong profession, or to the wrong. Maybe they went to surgery.
But is that parents though? Is it parents that sort of are saying to our kids,
I think
you know what, you should be a doctor, you should be an accountant, you should be a lawyer, and if kids want to do anything outside of those things, then maybe parents kind of guide them in a certain way, which is not necessarily the right thing to do.
I think you're right. We as parents, I think we should also play a very big part. What a child wants to do, let him or her
Let him follow his heart, his passion.
The other day, my grandson, we asked him, what would you like to do? He's 9 now.
Oh, he's 9
and
already?
he said he would like to be a footballer.
Oh, well, he should meet my son. He should meet my son, because that's what my son's studying at university. He's studying football business.
And the grandfather said, what? You don't? I said, no,
Exactly, absolutely. You've got to let them be. Yeah. Well, you know what? I think it's just been such a pleasure and an honor. I have so much just respect for you, for what you are professionally, but for what you are as a person. And you have been an absolutely huge inspiration in my life. And so I'm just excited to be on the next part of this journey with you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for inspiring all the young women out there.
Thank you,
And
Gina.
please carry on doing what you're doing.
Well, you are doing the same.
Thank you.
Inspiring. And I have always told you, a wonderful, young, successful, daring, and wonderful person to work with.
Thank you. Thank you very much.